PCOS is a common endocrine disorder among women of reproductive age, with a prevalence estimated to be between 5% up to 26%. Up to 70% of the cases remain undiagnosed. The complex illness causes a woman's ovary to be larger than the average. One of the oldest crops, flax seeds, because of its high concentration of lignans, fibers, alpha-linolenic acid, and omega-3 fatty acids. It has become a crucial functional food element. The second seed is pumpkin seed, which also includes the benefits of omega-3 fatty acids, and it controls the elevated insulin and cholesterol associated with PCOS. These seeds also contain beta-cetosterol, which reduces too much androgen, and it helps in treating the symptoms of PCOS like hirsutism, acne, and weight gain. Sunflower seeds. They are potent source of fiber, protein, healthy unsaturated fats, vitamin E, selenium, copper, and phytochemicals. And sesame seed that has been used in traditional medicine as a helpful treatment for oligomenorrhea, fetal abortion, boosting sexual inclination, and sperm production. So let's understand a study that was done using these four seed combination, that is flax, pumpkin, sunflower, and sesame, for its effectiveness on PCOD and its symptoms. A study was done for 90 days with women who had PCOS. The women were divided into three groups: group 1, group 2, and group 3. So first group was the control group with no interventions. The second group was the experimental group. In this group, the women were treated with a portion controlled diet and metformin for 90 days. In the third group, which was also an experimental group, the women were treated with another treatment plan in which portion control diet and seed cycling were included. So as you can see, these are the normal ranges of all the tests: TSH, FSH, LH, and prolactin. And you can also take a look at the plan that was being followed by women in this study. Now here is a comparison table of the results obtained in this study. So the T2 group, which was on seed cycling, has a level of 3.5. And in another table where we are comparing the luteinizing hormone. So here you can see the levels for the group T2, which was on the seed cycling. It is 6.2. Let's look at the TSH, which decreased tremendously in the PCOS women with a combination of the seeds, that is flax, pumpkin, sunflower, and sesame, along with the portion control diet. So take a look at this table. If you see, T2 group has a value of TSH the least, and in the prolactin table you can see from day 0 to day 90 there is a decrease in the prolactin level for both the group T1 and T2. But T2 is the seed cycling group in which the decrease in prolactin is much better, and the control group with no diet and no seed cycling, they have an increase in the prolactin levels. So the portion control diet and the seed cycling group reduced the prolactin by 1.5 to 2%. What was the dosage of the seeds in this research? It was 15 gram of each seeds in the form of two sets. The first set is pumpkin and flax, and the set 2 is sesame and sunflower. So as you can see in the picture, the set 1, which is pumpkin seed and flax seed, is given in the follicular phase, and the set 2, which is sesame and sunflower, is given in the luteal phase. You can try this in the form of a snack, or you can add these seeds 15 gram each in the flour, and you can consume it on a daily basis. So let me explain you the luteal and the follicular phase so you can understand which seeds you have to eat when. So the follicular phase begins on the first day of menstruation and it continues till ovulation, which is day 1 to day 14. The luteal phase, it starts from ovulation and lasts till your next period first day. From the first day of your period till the next 14 days, that is for 2 weeks, you have to consume 30 grams of a mix of pumpkin seeds and flax seeds. That means you can take 15 grams flax seed, 15 grams of pumpkin seeds, total becomes 30 gram, and this you have to consume every day for the next 14 days. From day 14 onwards, you have to change this set. You will take sesame seeds 15 gram and sunflower 15 gram. From day 14 you will start up till your next period you get, which will be your next first day of your periods, and then you will again change the sesame and sunflower from your first day to the next 14 days, which will be the first set, pumpkin and flaxseed. Keep this going on and on, because this has a proven benefit on the prolactin levels, TSH levels, FSH and LH hormones. So the seed cycling is a traditional approach and it has no side effects. These seeds are rich in omega-3, 6, proteins, fats, carbohydrates, fiber, zinc, potassium, phosphorus, and magnesium. They also contain high levels of trace minerals like sodium, magnesium, iron, zinc, and copper. And these seeds promote normal hormonal levels of progesterone in females. The seed cycling also improves the values of LH, FSH, which indicates the condition of PCOS. Seed cycling improves prolactin levels and TSH levels in the blood. So, ladies, if you have not yet started seed cycling, I would suggest please do it, because it's going to help you in a lot of ways, not only with your PCOS, but it will help you with your thyroid, weight gain, and if you have high prolactin levels. So give this approach a try. And if you're watching my video for the first time, my name is Tanya and I'm a nutritionist. I like to share information on women health and hormonal issues. If you're interested in any of these topics, consider subscribing. And if you have any doubt, please write it down in the comments below. I'll see you in my next video. Till then, make sure to eat healthy and stay fit.